Okay, so natural numbers are counting numbers which starts with 1. Okay, and then they are positive integers. Usually natural numbers don't involve negative integers. Okay, so coming to whole numbers, they are natural numbers but along with 0. 0 is included along with the natural numbers, so those are called as whole numbers. Now whole numbers are denoted by W and natural numbers are denoted by N. Okay, next coming to integers, they are a set of all positive integers and negative integers along with 0, which means you have 0 and then you have positive number and you have negative number. Okay, so both all of three of them will be considered in integers and it is denoted by Z. Okay, it's not denoted by I, because if you see the first two, it was the first letter of the words that were given, but now it is denoted by Z. Okay, so that is integers. Next, odd integers and even integers. Now odd integers are nothing but the odd numbers in your number system, and even integers are even numbers in your number system. Okay, so that is going to be your odd and even integers. Okay, am I audible to everybody? And you can also see the screen, right? Great. Okay, so let us continue after odd and even integers. But if you see here, this one point you have to understand, 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, so 0 you cannot say it as a positive number or a negative number. It is neutral. Okay, so 0 is neither positive nor negative. So that we also assume that it is neither even nor odd. Okay, so 0 is not a even number, neither it is an odd number. Okay, you can include them in sometimes they will include that in even numbers, sometimes it is included in odd numbers also. Okay, so that is why it is assumed that it is neither even nor odd. Okay, now coming to prime numbers. Now we already know what is an integer. Okay, so the integer is a collection of positive as well as negative numbers along with 0. Now what are prime numbers? An integer, okay, an integer where p, prime, right? So p is greater than 1 is said to be a prime number if it has no other divisors except 1 and itself. So what are prime numbers? Prime number is a number such that when you divide that number, it will only get divisible by 1 or by the number itself. Okay, so let us understand it by example. Now if you see here, you have 2. 2 can only be divisible by 2 or 1, right? So 2 ones are 2, 1 twos are 2. Either it is by 2 or it is by 1. So that is why we consider 2 as a prime number. Okay, so 2 into 1 or 1 into 2. Now like this, let's see some more numbers. Now 3 you can multiply it with 1 or you can multiply with 3 itself, right? 3 ones are 1 threes are. Do you have any other possibility of finding out divisors for 3? There is no other number which will be divisible. Okay, same thing happens with 5. 5 ones are 1 fives are. Okay, but if you take 6 ones are, and then you have 2 threes are, 1 six are. Apart from 1 and the number itself, you have one more division or one more number where you can divide it, right? So if you divide 6 by 2, you get 3. So this is not 1 or 6 by itself. Are you able to understand? Are you able to relate to prime numbers? Are you guys understanding? Kindly reply in the chat box. Okay, moving on further, you have 7. 7 also is divided by the number, or it is divisible by 1. 7 ones are 7, 1 sevens are 7. Okay, likewise you have n numbers. There are so many numbers which are called prime. Okay, it starts with 2 and then it goes on. Okay, it has to be greater than 1. See, if you see the condition here, okay, the prime number is an integer which has to be greater than 1. Okay, so to remember the greater than and lesser than sign, if the opening is like this, or if you keep your right hand in the shape of a V, then it is a greater than sign. And if the same thing, if you use your left hand and show the shape, it is less than. So that is an easy way for you to remember greater than and less than sign. Okay, so the number, prime number, should be greater than 1, and it should not have any other number as divisors except 1 and the number itself. Okay, so that is prime number. Then coming to few important points you have to understand in prime number, that is 2 is the only even prime number. So if you see this example list here, you can see 2, except 2, rest all the numbers are odd numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9 is not used here because 9 is not a prime number. Then 11, 13. Okay, then you can, I think you can take 17. 17 is also a prime number. Okay, so and the list goes on. So but 2 is the only even prime number, and prime numbers are infinite. Infinite means it goes on, the how much ever number system we have, until that it just goes on. Okay, so there are many numbers in prime numbers. Okay, I hope everybody understood prime numbers. Anybody has doubt in prime numbers? Nice, everybody understood. Now let's go for the next type of number, that is composite number. Okay, now what is composite number? Let's understand. An integer which is not a prime number is called composite number. Now if you see prime number, I told it has to be divisible by 1 or the number itself, right? Now apart from prime numbers, the other numbers are called composite numbers. Okay, so an integer which is not a prime number. So if you see here, it's not a prime number, is called a composite number. Now, if you take 4, okay, if you take 4, what all divisibility you'll get? 2 2s are 4. Then you have 4 1 4s are 4, and you have 4 1s are 4. Right? So, and if you take 6, I already gave you an example here. 6 1s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 1 6 are 6. Same thing for 8. 4 2s are, 2 4s are, 1 8s are, 8 1s are. So you have so many options for 8, right? So an integer which is not a prime number is a composite number, and few examples are 4, 6, 8, 9. Now 9, let us see 9. Now 9 is 3 3s are 9. Then you have 9 1s are and 1 9s are. Okay, we'll do one more number, 12. Let's take 12. Now if you take 12, 3 4s are, 4 3s are, 6 2s are 12. Okay, 6 2s are 12. This is also there. And then 12 1s are and 1 12s are. So if you see 12 and all, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisors. Okay. You have many options here to arrive at 12. Correct. So such numbers where you have more divisors, those are called the composite numbers. Okay. So I hope everybody understood composite numbers. Any doubts in the definition part? Do you have any doubts? Okay. Now let us understand few points about composite numbers. A composite number n has the divisor other than +1 and +n. Okay, so this point you will understand when we start with the problems. Okay, you will have a lot of options like this, right? So the divisors 2 into 2, 4 into 1, they're talking about that. When we start HCF and LCM, you'll be able to understand this number of divisors. Okay, and the last note is, okay, and the last note, 0 and 1 are neither prime nor composite. Okay, now if you see here in prime numbers, they say P is greater than 1, right? So P is greater than 1. And in a composite number, it says it is not a prime number. So this 0, the number 0 and 1, both are neither prime, they are not included in prime, nor they are included in composite numbers. Okay, so 0 and 1 are kept separate. They are not prime.